boots on the ground, put it down, get up, get up. I got something to tell you. I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's five-time best-selling author Mickey D. I host The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be on your electronic device. Thank you very, very much, my friends. My friends, The Scoop is for your education, your entertainment, and your information only. Not a stockbroker, not a money manager, not a financial advisor. I'm an author. I'm a researcher. I write books. I put it in black and white so you can have it for days, weeks, months, and years to come, my friends. My books can be found on Amazon.com under Mickey D, D-E-E. You can get the audio book, the paperback book, or the ebooks. There's all kinds of books out there right now, my friends, on what we're going to talk about here in a second. My friend's article up in Canada on Mexico and targeted prices here. I'll talk about it here in a second. But, my friends, no, Fernando, it's not too late. No, my friends, this is going to be a great trade. If you're not a subscriber, my friends, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you on board, my friends. My friends, it was June of 2019 that we went to Mexico, and we wanted to find out exactly what was going on with this particular trade. We did our homework, my friends, and we met up with a cartel guy, Curious George, and his family owned a dispensary. So he was already patched in, and he told us what was kind of going to be going on in his way as we went down under the disguises of, hey, we're looking for CBDs or something. Because when you're in a foreign country, you can't go looking for drugs in a foreign country, illegal drugs. So, my friends, we did what we had to do, and we came out with some good information. That's what we came out with. But, my friends, you guys know what companies and what 3 companies that we are focusing on. You guys know what time it is. And I hope you and your family are having a great, great weekend, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you again, my friend. I love you guys. Mexico, Michael Berger, I'm talking about. Michael Berger, Technical 420. Mike's a guy met a long time ago. We go way back to the money shows when he was a host of doing the marijuana sector of the money shows. And these companies that before anything was happening in America, before any company was listed or anything, when things were just starting off in Canada and they were trying to come to America to get money at some of these conferences and stuff, that's where I go back with him. So we go way back. So he's a good guy. But his piece today, Mexico legalization has prompted banks to raise price targets on cannabis firms with significant exposure to Mexico. Now, guys, we know who has significant exposure to Mexico, but we know there are companies that are going to be on the bandwagon and say they have everything going on in Mexico. That's for people that don't do their research. That's for people that don't believe, that don't. You know what I mean? We've been down there and talked to the people. We know what's going on. So there are companies that are going to be on the bandwagon, and I hate to bust people's bubble that haven't really researched this and haven't gone through it like we have. But the companies he mentioned in his article, Aurora Cannabis, Canopy Growth, those are great companies that Canopy, Aurora's been falling on hard times. But Canopy, ever since they let Cam go, they've been, never mind, that's a whole story for another show, as over a lot of people say. They don't know the management team prior to the management team that they have now. But anyway, Canopy, with its tentacles all over the world, they're going to get a little piece. Aurora, I'm not sure. That deal that they had, that reported deal several years ago was scratched, and they're still mentioning that as if it's really a legitimate deal, which they can resurrect that deal, of course. That can happen. But my friends, he did mention one of our companies, Chiron Life Sciences, and he did said that they believe that, this is Technical 420, they believe that Mexico opportunity provides Chiron with more upside potential when compared to Canopy Growth and Aurora. And we believe much more upside. And to give some shout outs to Nathan, Dexter, Stargastone, Carla, Sister Sabaz, Audrey, Mike, Ares, Young, TY, Max, Maddie, Troy, Kenny, Mark, Brian, Izzy, Brandon, Vincent, Jay, Shane. That's just one of 3 shout outs I have to give here, my friends. But we believe that our companies, don't let anybody tell you any different, guys. Blueberry Medical, along with Chiron, along with Pharmaceutical, they have a much brighter future in their home turf in Latin America than do companies from the outside. And this is not something that I'm saying new, because when we were focused in on Canada, which is the leader in all this, there was no way me, America audience, I'm in the desert southwest of America, there was no way I could come to those companies in America and those Canadians and say, hey, our companies are going to do well in your backyard when they have nothing going on right there, right now. So I think it's a little disrespect going on out there for the Canadian companies. And I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all, because I know people like my friend here knows about those companies in Mexico that are doing well, and they're going to continue to do well, you know. So you mix a little bit of Aurora and a little bit of Canopy in there. You know, I'm not mad at you. There's sponsorships out there. There's people saying, you know, mix our name in there. You know, when you really don't have a lot going on down there, my friends, you can look at the videos and I'll tell you exactly what companies are going on that have it going on in Mexico right now, in Latin America right now, and in Colombia right now, in those areas, my friends, because some of these companies have been on the ground working in Mexico trying to get things done for years. So it's just like in America. A lot of people have been working trying to get some sort of banking legislation, which will probably be first, and it'll raise the prices of a lot of these companies. If you're not a subscriber, my friends, go ahead and hit subscribe. We'd love to have you on board. Like and share these videos. If you've made money in the last couple months or so, we'd like to have you on board, my friends. But we started in 2019, and that brings us up now to present day and what's going on, and we're waiting for El Presidente. We're waiting for the president to sign on the bottom line so this can be a fait accompli, my friends. It can be finished. That's what we're waiting for right now. Now, we're talking, my friends, with our companies, we're talking generations, my friends. Unless they're bought out, which they could be. There's a lot of consolidation going on in the industry right now. But if they're bought out, then that will be it, you know. We'll see. A lot of partnerships being formed. But we believe our three amigos, our 3 companies, we will be drinking to finalization. Jay's got his mug. He's got his mug out. We will be drinking to that reality, my friends, as those companies down there that are on the ground right now will be benefiting from this. And am I saying that even the bill is signed? They want local input from local dispensaries, and like 40% of you'll see it, you'll read it, you'll read about it, and they're making some changes right now. But we want the president to sign here, hopefully this coming up week, just as America is talking about legalization here. When that time comes from them. A couple more shout outs. Demetrius, you know what's going on. Megan, Tony Steele, you know what's going on. Alfonso, Charlie, Amanda, you know what's going on. Richard, William, Assad, Reggie, Shane, Brendan, all you guys are, Selman, you guys are all part of this trade. Railworks Project, Scott, Tony, Ronald, Angela, all of you have been really, really hanging in there with Blueberry Medical, and you've had patience. And I appreciate it, guys. I'm talking about Jason. I'm even talking about 9 Life Media. 9 Life said, Mickey D, he said, when I reach my goal, I get what I'm, boom, boom, don't even worry about it. I'm going to send you $5,000, maybe even $10,000. Well, you don't have to do all that, but we certainly appreciate it. As we've done our research, we've done our groundwork, we've put it together for you. This is a trade of a lifetime, my friends. Just hang on, just hang in there. LK Wiley, Denny, Harmel. Yeah, my Raiders are going to come back, Harmel. We're going to be doing pretty well here, my friends. Ralph E., Perry, Conrad, Merrick. There's Lily, Kala Lily. There's so many people that are part of this trade, my friends, that are in on this. I can't even name everybody. But there's hundreds of you that saw this early, and you see it for what it is. It's a trade that you and your family and your generation there can take advantage of, my friends. So I ask all of you to hold on. You go up twofold, threefold. Don't worry about it, guys. There's a lot of run in this thing. You know, this is not the market for medical cannabis is ripe, my friends. The market for recreational cannabis is ripe, my friends. This has been withheld from the people. People have been going to jail. Yes, sure. But they need some social justice with all this stuff, because the best and the brightest right now are where? They're in jail. That's where they are, because the government couldn't get money from, so they put them in jail. It was illegal. Now it's legal. And let the best people out, and those people affiliate with some of these companies, my friends, it's going to be all over. It's game over, man, game over. These companies, and we have focused in on here. If you weren't with us when we got involved in Canada, we did very, very well, my friends. Those Canadian companies, those 3 Canadian companies. Now we have like 4 American companies. We'll call it the big 3, big 4 in America that we were in exceptionally early, because they're going to go straight up as soon as they start talking here in a month or 2 about legalization in America. But what's on our doorstep right now? Mexico. Mexico legalization is on our doorstep right now, my friends. So hang in there. Just because these stocks go up 1, 2, 3-fold, don't worry about it. We're talking generations here. So don't do what I did during the dot-coms. I'm telling you right now, don't do what I did during the dot-coms. And I chronicle that in one of my books, my friends. I should have held on to make money online with cannabis stocks. I should have held on to, and I look back, and you can always play Monday morning quarterback and look back and say, I should have held on to this stock, or I should have held on to that stock. But my friends, look at Cisco Systems. You know, it was like 10 cents, 12 cents when I got a letter from James Dines, visionary. He said this internet thing is going to really explode. You know, Mickey D, you want to be in here. You want some of these stuff. I did manage to get a hold of AOL at $0.25. Baby knockout at $0.25. And it exploded and made gobs some of money on AOL. My friends, people that downplay, you have to start early. Little stocks become big stocks, guys. I knew when I was in high school, right? I kind of date myself a little bit here, but guys, and you may know someone also that bought Microsoft. So Microsoft was a baby knockout. It was $0.25, and people were buying it. This thing called these computers that were going to, revolutionize. They were going to be big, and people were going to be able to do things. This internet, these things, this email coming down and flying into your computers. It was revolutionary. The medical work that's being done now with cannabis, it's revolutionary. There may be a lot of people put out of business here, and I think that's what the fear is of big business right now. That's what they've been talking about in all especially the Americas, where I'm talking about Canada, and they had to overcome that, and they were the first country to overcome that. Kudos to my friends up in Canada, because they'll rewrite history again, but they were number 1 when it comes to this. As I said then, and I said Mexico would be number 2 and America would be number 3. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to be the biggest and the baddest. That just means that America is number 3, and Canada had the early start. They don't have as many people. We have 10 times the amount of population they have, my friends. And you look at Mexico. Mexico's got over 100 million people, 120 million people. Mexico is going to make some noise down there, and our 3 companies are going to make some noise. All our people know that, and that's great. I love all of you guys. Take care. Have a great, great weekend, and eat your blueberries. Don't worry about the price action. We love the price action right now. It's not going crazy. It's not going wild. None of our stocks are going crazy. Sure, Pharmacia went from 40 something cents up to $1 and then almost $2. So it's kind of gone a little crazy. But my friends, we're all right. You don't need to sell anything. Just sit back and relax. Love you, my friends. God bless you and your family. Binge out. I'm going to leave the playlist for you here, and you guys just take a look at some of those videos on the playlist. Just go down to the right side and say, oh, take a look at that one. Take a look at this one. It's all there for you, guys. We're there. We're there early, and we're there on time. Our Mexico cannabis trade right now is just hitting the world. It hasn't hit the world yet until the signature's there, because people don't do things until it's done. And that's the way it is. Sure, we were early because we had to be early, because I look at it as everyone has as mainly you have $500 like I have when I started my account, and it worked that 500 up to a lot. Put it that way. You can work it up. You can work it up a lot, guys. But love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. Have a great, great weekend.